Good afternoon, dear children. Today we will see new poem, that is No Men Are Foreign, written by James Keekup. About the poet, the short information about the poet, let me tell you. James Keekup, born on 23rd April 1918, was a prolific English poet, translator and writer. He wrote more than 30 books, including autobiography, novels, and plays. Keekup was born and brought up in South Shields. He educated at South Shields Secondary School and Durham University. He wrote his first book of poetry, The Draughten Sailor at the Downs, which was published in 1947. He was the first resident university poet in the United Kingdom. This is a short summary short information about a poet, the poet of the poem No Men Are Foreign. So, what is the central idea, the central theme of this poem? The poem No Men Are Foreign is about the concept of global brotherhood and equality with any place or for any kind of a prejudice. The poet says that the whole world is one. There is nothing like strangers or people like foreign. What is meant by foreign? Here, foreign belonging to a country that is not your own, belonging to a country that is not our own. See, in this, the poet tells not to distinguish people on the basis of their appearance, religion, region, etc. Nowadays it happens everywhere. Okay, na? So it should not be there. The poet wants to tell us that only. People of the whole world are brothers. All people are born, wear clothes, eat food, and at last die and buried in the same earth. All of us have same kinds of body parts, but it is we who defile the earth by hating and fighting with each other. So this is the poet want to tell us. All of us have a common feeling of love and a common resource of our life in spite of our life in spite of different nationalities or religion or color. We must unite to make everyone's life better. When we hate one another, we betray humanity. By indulging in wars against each other, we spoil the purity of this earth, which belongs to all of us. We all are human beings, and we should remember that no man is foreign and no countries are strange. We all are same. It is the people here, the people are there. All of us earth sleeps, wake up. Love and want to be loved. It is the human beings who hate others. We defile the earth. We all live on by hating and fighting with one another. Okay, so this is the central idea, central theme of this poem. Okay, so what they have given in the first stanza. What is the first stanza, dear children? Just see there. First stanza is there. What is there? Remember, no men are strange or countries foreign beneath all uniforms. A single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. So beautiful. What it is written here in the first stanza. There is nothing like a person being strange, who is not from our area or not from our native place where we stay from many years. There is nothing like a country to be a foreign, one that is not ours. There may be a difference in the way we eat, the way we talk, and the way we dress ourselves. But all these things still count to uniformity. So nicely he explains, the poet says that we all are human beings. We may belong to different religions or caste. We may have different colors. We may speak different languages. But above all this, we are only human beings. That we must think that all the differences don't matter, as we are brothers. We share a common land upon which we walk. We all walk. On the common land we walk. We all do our respective work. We all live and we all survive. What is there then? What is the last they have given? Is the earth like this, in which we all shall lie? What is that? So it is written, at the end of our life, we all shall lie on the same earth. Right? So what is they have given in here they have given what breathes beneath all uniform? What breathes beneath all uniform? Yes, dear children, a single body breathes beneath all uniforms. All, even the religions are different, everything is different, but we are breathing. That breath goes on each and every in everyone's life. What does the poet want to say in this stanza? The poet wants to say that all people are same. All people are same. Okay, we'll go to second stanza. What is our second stanza? The second stanza, they too aware of sun and air and water are fed by peaceful harvest, by vast long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. This is second stanza. What second stanza is telling? The poet is telling what is meant by aware of? Knowledge of something. Knowledge of something. What is that? Fed. Fed means what? Fed, past of feeding. Feeding, the past tense of feeding is fed. Harvest, everybody know, the produce from the fields that we take. Okay, starved, shortened from the starved. That means died due to hunger. That starved. Okay, what is explaining the poet is explaining in this second stanza? Poet says that whom we call strangers or foreigners also use the sun, air and water as we do here also. They too are aware of them, and there is no difference in the way we use them. Thereby the poet asserts that there is no foreigner among us. All we are same. No foreigners are there. They get the crops and their eatables from the field as we do. The same earth, from the same land, we are also getting eatable items. They like peace as we do. During the war, even they have to face hardship and they die due to starvation as we would have. So there is nothing like foreigners, because all these things go parallel. Okay, now similarity, they go everywhere the same. They use their powers of hands to get the things done as we do. We also do. We do our work with our hands the same they are also doing. Like us, they also speak to communicate with one another. So where does the strangeness lie? When we are doing all the things very properly, where does it lie? Where do the foreigners lie? We are similar in every respect. Therefore, the poet stresses in the second stanza that there is nothing as to be called strange or foreign. What is in the third stanza? Okay, which question the poet is asking in this, What is that? What do all people aware of? What do all people aware of? All people are aware of the sun, air and water. Yes. How do they get food? How do they get food? They get food by peaceful harvest. As we do, they also get the same. What is in the third stanza? What is our third stanza? Third stanza is there. What is their third stanza? Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep. What it is given? Or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. In the third stanza, what recognize? To identify. Recognize means to identify. So what it is what the poet is saying in this stanza? It tells that how can someone be stranger or a country be foreign with so much of similarity? How this everything is same, how it will be then the country be foreign with the so much similarity will be stranger? No, it must not. He says that all of them whom we call strangers have eyes like that of ours. As we have, they too have. They too see the world like us. They too follow the course of earth every day and sleep as well as wake up. As we do the day-to-day life, our work, they also do the same. They too are the sensitive like us. They have strength like us. They are courteous of love and sympathy like us. They are also like us, and even they can be won by it. Even they submit themselves to the lovely feelings. Overall, we can see that there is no difference in the way we live. Those people, we people, all are living same. Wherever we go, life has a similar mechanism which is easily identifiable and can be understood with much ease. Summing up all these, the poet is right in saying what it is saying, that always is ends that no men are strange and no country is foreign. We all are same only. So what do the people have in common in the third stanza? What the poet is saying? What do all people have in common? All people have eyes, sleep and strength in common. We too have, and foreign peoples also have. What can be recognized and understood? What poet is saying in this, what can be recognized and understood? It can be recognized and understood that life is common everywhere. Yes, and here in this third stanza, in the first line, they refers to the people. What does they refer? What does they refer in the first line in that third stanza? Yes, in the first line, they refers to the people whom we discriminate. Okay, this is a third stanza. What is the fourth stanza they have given? In the fourth stanza, they have given, let us remember whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. That is the fourth paragraph, fourth stanza. Disposes. What is meant by disposes? Disposes, deprive. Okay, betray, to cheat, to bluff others. That is betray. What it is the poet is saying in this stanza? The poet is saying in this stanza he told that the fact there is nothing like strange or foreign. Everything has a similar frame. We all are same, and nothing is there that can be used to prove dissimilarity. Still, There are some people among us who disapprove of it. Some people are there, they are disagree for this, who try to break the feeling of brotherhood by provoking one against and the other, and destroying the social as well as the global harmony. These few people, only few people, they provoking us to take the arms against our brothers, to hate them and to kill them. Not all people, but because of few people only. And if we, in the fit of that provoking, do something wrong to our brothers, then we are harming our own spirit only. If we are disturbing others, we are killing others, we are harming our own spirit. We are abusing our own serenity, that is a peace. We are abusing our own peace. We must understand. By nowadays it's going on everywhere. It's very really, disgusting. We should not do that. Our brothers whom we should align are subjected to the misdeeds that we do to them. We just disgrade our own charm, and this is a slap. Really, when we are doing such activities, this is a slap. This is a slap on the face of humanity. Human is killing human. Human is misleading human. That is a slap on humanity. So the poet says, again he always says in the last, So the poet says that not to commit any such wrong deeds, and not to be degrade humanity. Not to be degrade humanity. See, this poet is saying very nicely. What is in this? Who instigate the commoners to hate the foreigners? Who? The selfish people instigate the commoners, commoners to hate foreigners. Only few people, that is, we can say the instigate the people, those instigate the commoners to hate the foreigners, the selfish people, they instigate them. Okay, and what is this? What that again saying the second? What are the aftermaths of hatred? The aftermaths of hatred are violence, communal disharmony, and inhuman behavior. This is very dangerous. Okay, now. So now the fifth stanza. What is in the fifth stanza they have given? Fifth stanza is given. It is the human earth that we defile. It is the human earth. It is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. What is in the last stanza? What is meant by defile? What is meant by defile? Defile means to pollute. Outrage to overcome or to surpasses, that is outcome. In the last stanza, the poet is saying that taking arms against our brothers not only pollutes our spirit, but it also pollutes the whole earth where we live. We live upon. All these things are polluting. The hatred, jealousy inside our heart surpasses the good qualities and the innocence of the people. This hatred, the jealousy, it destroys the good qualities and the innocence of the people. Whatever we do in the state of provocation is never justified. Poet is saying, and we make the surroundings polluted with our misdeeds. In the impression of the strangeness and the foreigners, we commit a grave mistake if we are doing such a things. So we are doing great mistake. We must not do any of the blunders under the false impression. If somebody is leading is, if somebody is misleading is, Don't do such a thing. And this impression of possession and self. So very nice poem. Nowadays, if we, as the poet is saying, if we will behave like this, so I think so in the whole country, in the whole world, will will run in a very peaceful manner. But only because of few people, they are misleading the others, and we are taking this step and killing them and provoking the people to do such a thing. So here, that's why the poet is saying we must not do any of the blunders under the false impression of possession and self. So here in the 5th stanza, poet is saying, how do we humiliate the Mother Earth? We humiliate the Mother Earth by fighting and killing one another. Yes. What should a man remember? A man should remember that no men are foreign and no countries are strange. We must understand that no men are foreign, no men are, we all are same. We are living on one land, and the same they are seeing, we are doing. We too have the red blood, they too have the blood. So live in a very peaceful manner. So here is the explanation part of a poem, that is no men are foreign. So okay dear children, now we'll go to, let us see about the poetic devices used in the poem. What is that poetic devices used in the poem? First one, I think so, see, a single body breathes like us. A single body breathes like us. Is earth like this? Means, what is the simile? Simile, this is a figure of speech. Which figure of speech is there? Simile is there. That simile means two different things by using the words as, like, as. So here we can see in the first stanza, that is a simile. Okay, the other is the assonance. It is the repetition of the vowel sound. Repetition of a vowel sound, that is aware of sun and air and water. Sun, aware of sun and air and water. That is a repetition, Okay, and the other is a labor not different from our own. So in this way, if you can find out any figure of speech, you can find out the devices, poetic devices. Okay dear children, the other thing is there, what is the rhyming scheme of this poem? Rhyming scheme, rhyming scheme A B C D C C, A B C D, like this way. So can you see here, the last words of each stanza, foreign, breeds, upon, lie. Okay, here we cannot see anything. Water, starved, read, own. Here also we cannot see, I think so. Wake, own, life, understand. Here also we can't. Told, ourselves, condemn. See, I think so we cannot see. This is defile, innocence, own, and strange. So when there is no rhyming scheme, the rhyming words are there in this. So like this poem, we can see the free verse poem. So we can see the free verse. So this complete, there is no rhyming verse. So the poem is in free verse. The poem is in a free verse. We can say like this poem is called a free verse. I think so, dear children, you understood this poem very carefully. Try to understand, read this poem once again very carefully, and the worksheets which I have provided you, go through the question answers also and read this poem once again. I hope you understood this poem. Thank you and have a nice day.